So let's start with a very simple prayer. Okay, so dear Lord, salamat po sa gabay at lakas. Salamat po sa pag-iingat. Patawarin niyo po kami sa aming mga kasalanan. So God bless us all. Amen. Okay, so ito na po. So good morning everyone. Welcome to science class. So again, it's me, Sir Amante, your grade 7 science teacher. So before that, simple reminder, please, you may use your chat box for any concern or question. And do not open your audio without my permission. So please do not interrupt my class. And if I call your name for a question, that's the time you may open your audio. And you may answer question through chat box. That clear, class. Okay, so kumustahan tayo? Kumusta ang buhay? Nakapagtrabaho na ba si Mommy and Daddy? Nakabalik na ba? Okay, sir. Hindi pa, sir. Pwede po kayo sumagot using your chat box na babasa ko naman po. Okay? Nakabalik na ba? Hindi pa, sir. Nakakapaglaro na ba kayo sa labas? Hindi pa, sir. Mahirap ba? Okay. Mahirap, sir, pero kaya naman po. Okay, so speaking of mahirap, so I want to share this quote from my friend, from my colleague, and my part-time job. So Miss Iya Seraspi. So sabi niya, mahirap, maging mahirap, pero mas mahirap ang tao na walang pangarap. Totoo naman. Diba? You agree with that quotation? Yes. Mayaman ba kayo? Medyo, sir. Okay. May pangarap ba kayo sa buhay? Yes, sir. Okay, ang ilan sa inyo gusto maging doktor, maging teacher tulad ni Sir Amante, maging nurse, maging presidente. But before that, you need to study hard. Okay? That dream will start in studying. Okay, that's why the Department of Education pursue the continuation of education. Education must go on. Okay, all right. Clear ba tayo dyan, class? Okay, very good. So, now question, are you ready to a new normal? Everybody say, yes, we are. Yes, we are. Okay? Huwag na kayo magsalita. Pwede nyo pong ilagay sa chat box. Yes, we are. Are you ready to a new normal? Yes, we are. Okay. So, before we start, let's have a short introduction. So, everything around us is made up of matter. Okay, so during your elementary, I know you already encountered the word matter. Okay, so everything around us, whether it is solid or liquid, gas, these are made up of matter, right? Okay, your teachers define matter as matters anything that occupies space and has mass. So meaning to say, matter nag-occupy doon ng space. Matter has mass and weight. So naalala pa ba? Yes, sir, naalala pa namin. Okay. And if you look that matter or that substance closely, or if you use microscope, you will see that that there is a particle, and that particles are called atom. Okay, so what is atom? So atom is a smallest unit of matter, or we can say that atom is a simplest form of matter. Okay, so again, matter is made up of tiny particles called atom. Okay, by the way, class, question. Please answer using your chat box. Question: what it is the smallest function of matter, or smallest part of matter? Okay, what is this? Again, okay, atom. Atom, may sumagot ba ng atom? Okay, so meron. Makikita ko po sa chat box kung merong nakikipag-participate. Okay, thank you. Atom, 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 sir. Okay, very good. Next, okay, molecules. Okay, what is molecules? Molecules is composed of, is the combination of two atoms. So that is molecule. So that's why here, atom combine to form molecules. Okay, again, question. It is the combination of two atoms. Please answer through chat box. So nakikita ko sumasagot si Mr. Jose, si Miss Celine. Okay, very good. Okay, Miss Rodibel, molecules. Very good, class. Okay, atom combine to form molecules that make up different substances. Sir, question. Naka-read yung substances. Ano yan, sir? Substances. It is a thing, a material that you see, you can touch, that is substances. For example, a wire is example, an example of substances. And also, a salt or sugar, I don't know. I think that is salt. Okay. So, substance can be classified as, number one, elements. Okay, for example, the wire, sir, wire is an element. Okay, later. Then substance can be classified as compound also. Okay, for example, a salt, sir, again. Why salt is a compound? Okay, later. Later. Okay, so now let's learn more about elements and compounds. So by the way, this is our main topic, elements and compound. Okay, sir, ano ba yung mga dapat naming matutunan dyan? Okay, ito na po. Okay, our objective, our target objective here is number one. After this lesson, you will be able to differentiate elements and compound. Number two, after this lesson, you will be able to list some example of elements and compounds. Number three, objectives. Mabilis ba ako? Sabihin lang po. Nababasa ko lahat ng chat box nyo. Mabilis po ba? Yes or no? Mabilis po ba? Okay lang? Sapat lang? Tuloy lang ba si sir? Sakto lang. Sabi ni Miss Celine, ni Miss Rodebel, sakto lang. Okay, so let's continue. Again, number three objective. After this lesson, we will be able to show willingness to classify substances into elements and compounds. So, dapat after this lesson, matutunan nyo na ang mga yan. Is that clear, class? Okay, so let's continue. Okay, look at this picture. Okay. So by seeing that picture, what is the first thing come up to your mind? So, children, ano pong una yung naiisip pag nakikita nyo to? Or are you familiar with this picture? Are you familiar with this picture? Yes or no? Sagot sa chat box. Yes or no? Oh, very good. Mr. Gemar says it's Avatar. It's Avenger. It's the legend of ang Avatar po. Elements po. Wow, very productive ang aking mga estudyante ngayon. Magaling. Gustong-gusto ko yan. Okay, so Avatar movie emphasized that there are four basic elements found in nature or found on Earth. So those are air, fire, earth, and water. So, but the question is, what makes up this element of nature? So, di ba nagtataka tayo? So, ano to, Mr. Mr. Avatar Ang, basta meron ka na lang air, kasi nga airbender siya. Basta na lang may fire. What makes up these elements of nature? Di ba, napapaisip din ba kayo, guys? Napapaisip din ba, children? Yes or no? Okay, yes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. O nga po. Saan nga po yan gawa? Okay, so, let's continue. Okay, so first, let's define what is element. Okay, by the way, element, a substance composed of only one type of atom. Huwag nyo nang pahirapan ng sarili nyo. Composed of only one type of atom. Okay, tinanong ni sir sa exam. It is a substance composed of only one type of atom. Answer? Through chat box po, go. It is a substance composed of only one type of atom. Again, element. Very good. Miss Antoinette, Miss Miriam San Gaspar, Miss Gladys. Element. Very good. Paano nyo nalaman yun? Galing-galing ah. Okay, sir. Any question, class? Any question? Through chat box, please. Okay, wala. Guys, question. So, is this element possible pa po ba siyang, can this element divided into a simpler substance? Is this possible? Okay, look at the definition. A substance composed of only, the word only, pwede pa ba? Not, no na, the word only. I mean, atom is the simplest form of element. So, element siya na yun. Wala na siyang ibang kasama, nag-iisa lang siya, hindi pwedeng baguhin, hindi siya pwedeng samahan, element siya lang po yun. Okay, so again, element cannot be broken down into another substance by chemical or physical means. For example, gold. Okay? Kahit anong gawin nyo po sa gold, basagin nyo man yan, gold pa din yan. Tunawin nyo man yan, gold pa rin yan. Again, that is elemental substance. Clear? Cannot be broken down into another substance by chemical, physical means. Okay, is that clear? Okay, sir, what are the example of elements? So, here we go. So, we have Na, symbol Na. So, this is sodium. We have Cu, a symbol Cu. We have copper, and Ar, argon. So, these are example of elements. You are familiar with this? Wait, sir. Oops, wait, sir. May O2. Meron kami nakitang O2. Okay, class. So, sometimes element exist bonded to atom. Okay, so there are what we call structural elements. This is diatomic example of element, O2, meaning to say di, meaning two atom. So two atom bonded together but still has the same type of atom. So this is a type of elemental substance. So element pa rin po siya. Clear? Clear? Okay, very good. So O2. Okay. This is it. Look at this. We have two atoms of oxygen bonded together to form oxygen. So again, same atom, which means consider an elemental substance. Clear? And the other one, okay, solo niya po ang atom, sodium. Okay, so that is an example of element. Okay, by looking at the symbol, okay, naalala niyo po ba to nung elementary nyo na saan niyo po ito nakikita? Question, saan niyo po ito nakikita? Okay, so thank you, Miss Imelda. Okay, yes, nakikita po namin yan, sir, sa periodic table of elements. Very familiar, sir. Bumibili kami yan, 10 piso ang isa sa labas. Okay, the periodic table of elements. There are many elements here in periodic table. Now, question. I know that your teacher already introduced what is all about periodic table of elements. Question, use your chat box. How many elements are there in periodic table? Okay, please answer. How many are there in periodic elements are there in periodic table? Okay, walang sumasagot. Nakikita ko po yung mga sumasagot. Plus points po yan. Through chat box, please. Okay, may idea ba? Okay. So, 118. Then, out of 118, maybe 114. Miss Rodebel. Not sure. Very good, Miss Rodebel. Okay. Mukhang may top notcher na tayo. Okay. So, there are 118 presents here in periodic table of elements, but only 98 are found in nature. So, sir, ito po ba yung pag-uusapan natin? Hindi yan. Okay? So, by the way, let's talk about the classification of elements. So, ito lang po. So, classification of elements. So, we have metal, metalloids, and non-metal. Okay? Can you see the picture? So, napapansin nyo ba? Color, may color siya. So, this is by arrangement. So, for example, all color sky blue are metal. So you found it on the left side. All non-metal elements are on the right side. So those are yellow color, and in between the non-metal, in between metal and non-metal are metalloids. So those are green color. So we only have 8 metalloids. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sir, bakit po yung PO and AT parang alanganin na green? Bakit kaya? Why? Kasi class, there are 6 commonly recognized metalloids, and these two are irregularly recognized. So medyo alanganin po yung pagkakalagay dyan. Okay? So question, let's have some drills. Okay lang po ba sa inyo? Yes or no? Yes, wala naman kayo magagawa kundi yes. So with a little bit of knowledge about periodic table, symbol, and names of element, can you please name the element of symbol, for example, symbol Mn? Okay, please answer. Use your chat box, Mr. Jose. Oh, manganese. Yes, Miss Rodebel. Very good. Okay. What about the element name of symbol K? Use your chat box. Potassium, okay. What about the element name of symbol O? Kapit sa upuan, mahirap yan. Okay, lahat ba nakasagot? Ewan ko na lang kung wala pa makasagot dyan. Okay, eto, napakahirap na question. What is the element name of symbol H? Okay, very good. Okay. Now, so let's differentiate the 3 classification of elements, the metal, metalloids, and non-metal. So let's go. So I'm sorry, we have a limited time, so kailangan matapos natin to. Okay, so first classification of elements, we have metal. So it is clear all blue color are metal except for this hydrogen. Baka nagkamali lang sa pag-frame. Yellow yan, so non-metal dapat yan. So, sir, how can we recognize that this substance are metals? Oo nga naman, paano nga naman? Kung hawakan ko ba to basta matigas, metals na ba yun, sir? Okay, so let's see. Okay, you will be able to recognize if that substance are metals by means of their physical properties. Okay, let's start it. All metals are solid. Agree ba kayo? Try nyo ipalo sa sarili nyo yung metals. Kung masakit, solid yan. Okay. Try nyo. Pero mamaya na. Okay. So, again, all metals are solid except for the one, which is the mercury. That is the only metal element which is not a solid. Okay, that is a liquid. Okay, are you familiar with a mercury substance? Nakakita na ba ng sinaunang thermometer? So, yung bagay na silver doon that is mercury. So, toxic po yan. Please, wag niyo pong laruin. Another properties of metal is metals are metallic luster. When we say metallic luster, that is shiny. So, meaning to say, it can reflect lights. So, sir, kaya pala, pag nakikita ko po yung bakal na to, tinapat ko sa sinag ng araw, nagre-reflect siya. Yes, metallic luster property. Okay? Next, ductile. Okay, ductile, another properties of metals. When we say ductile, it can stretch into a thin wire. Okay, stretchable ang metals. Like wires, di ba? Stretchable po yan. Okay, next is malleable. Another properties of metal. Okay, is malleable. When we say malleable, you can bend or shapen without breaking. Okay, pwede nyo daw i-bend yan or kahit anong gawin nyo, hindi siya masisira. Sir, ano example natin dyan? For example, aluminum foil. Okay, that aluminum foil is made up from pure aluminum, which is element. Try nyo yan, tupi-tupiin, wag nyo lang sadyain punitin, hindi po yan magbe-break. Agree? Yes or no? Yes, sir. Agree kami dyan, sir. And also, metals are good conductor. Sir, what does it mean, conductor? Okay, good conductor allows heat and electricity to pass through the materials. Oh, sir. Kaya pala, sir, pag nagtitimpla ako ng kape, yung kutsara, ihahalo ko sa mainit na tubig, yung kutsara, umiinit din. That's why kutsara is another example of metal. Okay? That spoon are made from iron. Okay? So that is an example of metal. So, good conductor po iyan. Clear? Okay, the last one is magnetic. Okay, so nakasulat naman po, most metals are magnetic. Agree? Yes sir, naglalaro kami ng magnet. Yung bakal, minamagnet namin, namamagnetize naman siya. So magnetic. Sir, meaning to say there are some metal which not magnetic. Yes, for example, aluminum. Try it. Okay, get one magnet and aluminum. Then hindi siya mamamagnet. Pero mamaya na, after the class. Okay? Sir, another. Okay guys, kayo naman, question. Give me an example of metal na hindi na mamagnet. Use your chat box. Graded po ang ating recitation through chat box. Give me an example of metals which cannot magnetize. Yes, gold, Miss Celine. Okay, very good. Sir, what else? Another gold. What else? Another aluminum. Okay, kidding aside, so gold, we have silver, copper also. So those are example of metals which can magnetize. Okay, is that clear? Is that clear? Okay, let's have a short review. Tell me what properties of metal is this? A properties of metal that can stretch into a thin wire. Okay, please answer using your chat box. What specific properties of metal can be stretched into a thin wire? Very good, ductile, Mr. Mark, Miss Rodibel, our palong-palo, si Miss Rodibel, Miss Maricel, thank you, ductile. Another question, properties of metal that allows heat and electricity to pass through the materials. Okay, what is your answer? It allows heat and electricity to pass through the materials. Okay, conductor, Miss Gladys, Miss Mary Grace, conductor. Okay, ang gagaling na aking mga estudyante po sa ngayon. Okay, so let's continue. Okay, here are some examples. We have copper wire, we have spoon also, then we have a gold bar. So those are some example of substance under metal elements. Okay, so next. Next. Wait. Okay, so another classification of elements is what we call non-metals. So those, itong mga naka-red line, those are non-metals, including the hydrogen. Please, isama niyo yan palagi. Sir, bakit nga ba nandyan si hydrogen? Okay, so by the way, malalaman niyo po yan pagdating niyo ng grade 8. Bakit po yan nandyan? Okay, so non-metals. How can we recognize if this substance, sir, is a non-metals? Okay, let's continue. Okay, you can recognize by means of physical properties. So all non-metals can be solid, liquid, or gas. Okay? Dull luster, meaning to say not shiny. Brittle, meaning to say easily break. Madali siyang masira, mabasag. So another properties of metals, not conductor, not ductile. So meaning to say opposite of metals. So those are non-metals. So here are some example. Okay, the carbon inside the pencil. So that is an example of non-metal. So that carbon is an example of solid type of non-metal. So again, yes, a carbon inside the pencil. Another example. Okay, so kung di nyo nakikita, that is a bromine chemicals or bromine inside the bottle or ampules. So this is only example of liquid non-metal element. So bromine used for medication, used for as chemicals, used as insecticides. So that is bromine. By the way, just an example of non-metals substances. So another example, the oxygen, example of gas type of non-metal element. So the gas, very familiar ang oxygen tank because of our condition for now, di ba? Mga COVID patient natin, yung mga sobrang malala, gumagamit ng oxygen tank as their medication. Okay, clear? Any question? Tuloy tayo? Yes, sir. Tuloy tayo, sir. Okay. So next is another type of, another classification of elements is metalloids. Okay. So metalloids here, the 8 elements in the periodic table. So sige, let's enumerate the 8. Konti lang naman sila. So we have B, the boron. Ano to? Si, silicon. Patay tayo dyan. Ano to? Germanium. Yes. Arsenic, As, Sb, antimony. Then we have tellurium, polonium, and astatine. Okay, sir, kabisado mo, galing sir. Siyempre, ako ba? Ayan. So, those are elements under metalloids classification. Sir, how can we recognize if that substance is metalloid? Okay, let's go. Okay, the properties of metalloid has both metal and non-metal properties. So, possible pinaghalong metal and non-metal properties. Meron siya nun. Yes, metalloid are metallic luster. So, shiny rin pala siya, sir. Can reflects light. Yes, that boron, silicon, germanium, arsenic. Pag meron kayo niyan sa kamay nyo, try nyo ilagay sa araw, kikinang po yan. Okay, magre-reflex po yung light dyan. Okay, so metallic luster. And also brittle. Easily to break, and semiconductor. Okay, so semiconductor, possible allowing electricity to pass. Okay, so that is metalloid. Here are some example. Ay, hindi sir, ako din po. Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Kaya yan, sir. Okay. So, here are some example. Okay, the computer chips that this chips is made from silicon. So, that silicon is brittle. So, meaning to say, madaling masira, easy to break, but can conduct electricity. So, nakita nyo na, has both metal and non-metal properties. Metalloids po yan. Another example is glass. That glass has a higher content, again, of silicon. So, again, brittle and can conduct electricity. Basta magkahalo po yung properties ng metal and non-metal, that is metalloid. Okay, clear po ba? Yes. Okay, next. Next. Okay, makisama ka naman, ha? Okay, so next slide. This is a tabular representation of differentiation between the 3 classification of element. By the way, this is already discussed. So we have metal, metalloids, and non-metal. The important thing here is the vocabulary. So we have brittle, can easily break. Malleable, can bend without breaking. So please listen. Pag magpa-test si sir, alam nyo na to. Ductile, can be made into thin wires. Metallic luster, shiny, can reflect, reflective appearance, conductivity, ability to transfer heat or electricity. Any question? So, tapusin natin yan kanina. Meron pala dito. Okay, so let's go. Okay, so next, let's define what is compound. Sir, pasimplihin mo yan. Okay, ito na po. A substance that composed of 2 or more elements in a fixed ratio. Huwag yung pahirapan sarili nyo. Composed of 2 or more elements. Compound na agad yan. Again, composed of 2 or more elements. Compound na agad yan. Okay, question. Okay, use your chat box. It is a substance that composed of 2 or more elements. Answer? Answer? Please use your chat box. Okay, compound. Very good, Mr. Jose. Okay, papasa na ba kayo, sir? Papasa na kami sa board. Papasa na ba kayo, sir? Yes, sir. Papasa na po. In a fixed ratio. Here are some example of compound. Okay, so we have water, H2O, very familiar. So we have H, which is hydrogen. We have O, which is oxygen. So two combination of elements that form compound. So water is a compound. Okay. Another example is methane, CH4, glucose, C6H12O6. So carbon dioxide, CO2. Then the sodium chloride, NaCl, or the common salt. Then we have ammonia, NH3. Okay, those are some example. Question. Okay, wait sir, balik ka nga dyan sir. Wait lang sir, pakilinaw nga po yan in a fixed ratio. What does it mean? Okay, sige. Class, listen. For example, this CH4 methane. CH4 methane. So, why fixed ratio? Sir, okay class, all methane substance, it has one carbon atom and four uh, atom of hydrogen. So that makes all that makes methane. So all methane molecule has this component. So one carbon and four hydrogen. Fixed po yan. Hindi yan mababago. Clear po tayo dyan. Okay, so that is example of substance. Okay, sir. Next. Okay, look at the picture. So this is a simple illustration of how elements and compound banded. So, for example, contains only one kind of atom, helium. Oh, look at this. Nag-iisa lang siya, helium. Then, look at this picture. Okay, or we have two oxygen here. But again, sir, that is included in element structure, which is diatomic atom, which means two atom, but has the same kind of atom. So we can say that this is elemental substance. So again, oxygen. So contain two or more kinds of atom. We have water, two atom of hydrogen bonded to oxygen that makes water. Clear? So that is an example of compound. Okay, next. Okay, so again, another image representation of compounded element, molecules of elements and compound. So again, we have here an example of diatomic atom. So has the same atom, kind of atom, so that this is elemental substance. So they are bonded together. So example, the chemical formula of hydrogen is H2 and chlorine is Cl2. So this is an elemental substance. Sir, pag nag-iisa lang, anong tawag doon? Eh kung di yung dalawa, di mono. Mono naman yung tawag. Monoatomic atom, pag nag-iisa lang po yung atom. Okay? So, ito, for example, ito, this is what we call monoatomic atom structure. Clear? This is what we call diatomic atom structure. So, clear tayo dyan? May poly ba, sir? Meron din naman. Pero, aralin niyo yan sa grade 9 or 10 yata. Okay, so again, tapos ito, molecules of compound, we have one atom of hydrogen, one atom of chlorine that makes hydrogen chloride. Okay, next slide. Another representation of how elements bonded. So ammonia, there are three atoms of hydrogen and one atom of nitrogen. Okay. So, question class, through chat box. Meron ba? None? None, sir. Question? Wala nang oras, kaya none. Okay, so let's have a drill. Masaya to. Are you ready? Okay, please makipag-participate. Nakikita ko, nire-record ko ang nakikipag-participate through chat box, please. Okay, I'll show some pictures and please identify whether it is elements and compound. Are you ready? Okay, number 1. 5 seconds. Is it elements or compound? Please participate using your chat box. Water, is that compound or element? Okay. Arnaline, sorry. Okay, Miss Judeline is answering compound. Okay, very good. Ang gagaling ng mga estudyante ko ngayon. Another. Okay, AR. Is this element or compound? AR. This is argon. Alfred, okay, Sir Alfred, sorry to say. Okay. Okay. Miss Gina, okay, thank you. So the answer is element. Argon is an element. Okay, next. Okay, what about copper wire? What about wire? Sinabi ni Sir eh. What about wire? Please participate. Okay, Mr. Mark, element. Mr. Alfred, element. Okay, element. Very good, class. Okay, wire is a element. That is a pure, made from pure copper. So that is element. Okay, another. So Na, is this element or compound? Is this element or compound? Answer. So Mr. Alfred, element. Very good. Okay. Yes, Mr. Aldeb. Very good, element. Okay, please participate. This is recorded. Ang hindi nakikipag-participate, malamang tulog. Okay, malamang wala na dyan. Okay? So, sabi nga, mahirap maging mahirap, pero mas mahirap ang taong walang pangarap. So, study first. Okay, Sir Chips ko ha? Okay, sige. Noted, sir. 1 box of pizza. Okay, next. We have sugar. Is this element or compound? Is this element or compound? Sir, compound. Ano pa? Miss Chavez? Okay. Mr. Mark? Mr. Justado? Ay, sir, tayo na po. Wait. Okay, madali natin. What about mercury? So, mercury is what? Okay. Again, we have sodium chloride. Okay. We have mercury is element. Sodium chloride is what? Okay, very good. That is compound. Salt, okay, very good. That is compound. What about gold? Sir, gold, that is element, sir. Very easy. Hirapan nyo naman konti, sir. Okay, what about diamond? Sige nga. Okay, diamond. Please answer to the chat box. Is this element or compound? Diamond. Okay, element. Thank you. Okay, activity. Docs will be sent on Google Classroom to be answered. Okay, thank you guys. Keep safe, everyone.